Heaves Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Heaves Barnside Chat. You can find us in Campbellville, Ontario. We have rescued chickens, pigs, and cows and goats. We've got plenty more farmed animals, big and small, all for love and love for all. Welcome to Heaves Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Heaves Barnside Chat. Our mission is to inspire kindness and compassion for farmed animals everywhere. You can help us take action by volunteering or through donations, or visit our store and check out our website to learn more. Welcome to Heaves Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Heaves Barnside Chat. Happily ever, Esther Farm Sanctuary.
Hello, friends. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Andrea? I don't know if you can hear me. It sounds like I'm in a tin can right now. Of course, we are having the lucky duck race, and that's why I'm dressed like a duck. We hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh my gosh, I'm out of there. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever in the world you're tuning in from. Hello to Carol.
Hello.
Oh, who
Wendy
else is
from England.
We've got
Tanya.
Tanya, who's laughing her head off at me. We are having the first ever Heaps Mother's Day Rubber Ducky Derby. And I think the person that's handling the 3-second rule button is going to have a hard time because I have so many foul jokes to say. All of us mother duckers that are going to be at this race. We are looking forward to it. So, if you would like to partake in the duck derby, what is a duck derby, Andrea? Do you know what a duck derby is?
I don't know, because this is news to me too. What is it, Derek?
What is a duck derby? Well, a duck derby is a duck race. And this is a kind duck race. These are little rubber ducks, and we are going to release them into. There's a little river or stream that flows through the Heaps property, and right now the water is high, and we're gonna dump these rubber duckies into the river. I'm gonna be in hip waders. Andrea, are you gonna be in a canoe?
Yeah, can I, please?
I knew you were gonna be in a canoe.
Okay, I'm there.
Andrea will be in a canoe to make sure that none of the ducks swim astray, and we'll have nets and everything to make sure that we can capture them all.
Amazing.
Annette is a really nice person. She'll make sure that we capture all of the ducks. If you would like to win the duck derby, you need to get a duck. You need to get a duck and you need to number it. Don't worry, we'll take care of that for you. But first of all, head on over to the website, happilyeveresther.ca, and you can click and get your very own duck. The prize is pretty cool, actually.
I don't know what the prize is.
It has to do with Thanksgiving. So it's 2 Thanksgiving tickets and then some money for flights that you can apply to get here if you're not in Canada, if you're not our neighbor right in Ontario. There's some I'm excited too. I'm just excited to try something different. So we've got the Heaps. Why didn't I put that up there? Try your luck at the Heaps Mother Duck Day Duck Derby. Oh my gosh, that's hard to say. The Mother's Day Rubber Duck Derby. It's happening on Saturday, May the 13th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go for a walk over here to the front of the Dolly's house. Maybe there's some residents that are wanting to hang out.
They're outside, I think.
They just started some lawn maintenance at the front of the barn, and the grass is growing so long
So
right
fast.
now. I don't want to disrupt.
So fast.
I don't want
We
to.
want them to slow down.
I don't want to disrupt any of the lawn maintenance that's
He's
happening.
laying down.
Oh, we got Nancy and Cooper and Badass is coming over. Ferdy. Okay, I gotta find some solid land. There we go. There's Ferdinand coming in for the big scoot. We hope you're having a wonderful day wherever in the world you're tuning in from. We have so much to cover today on Barnside Chat. Number one, if you're new to the page, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And we have admins that are going to keep this a safe conversation space below. So you can comment below if you have a question that you would like answered during the Magic Rainbow Bag portion of the show. All you have to do is just put it in the comments below. Shall we jump right into the Magic Rainbow Bag?
Yes.
Let's jump right into the Magic Rainbow Bag. Andrea said, yes, let's do it. Let's do it. First question from the Magic Rainbow Bag. Are you considering giving Cooper the rabbit a friend? Andrea, go for it.
No. We won't be taking in any more rabbits at the sanctuary. Cooper is our last rabbit friend here.
And can you talk a little bit about integration that we had before? How many rabbits did we have previously, Andrea?
The most we had at once, I think, was 4 or 5, and they were all living separately because integration was pretty much impossible. It did not go well. We tried with all different variations and rabbit integrations. Probably worse than pig integration.
That's putting it lightly. Rabbits are ferocious little creatures.
Very territorial.
I don't know if you've ever seen a rabbit fight before, but man, if you want to see something that just like 2 Tasmanian devils at a dance party, that's what it kind of looks like. They scurry all over each other. They roll. They bite.
And the injuries can be quite extensive.
The injuries are brutal. They pull the skin back on each other. It is. We have tried so many different remedies.
For years.
I remember we're going to take them in the car. We're going to put them in carriers. We're going to drive them around town.
Neutral territory, take them for a car ride, everything. And they just, even when Terry was here, he wasn't living with Cooper.
So the rabbits, Cooper is the last rabbit resident here at the farm. And we never had, we didn't have successful integration with him. So we had to draw a line in the sand and say, you know what? We can find homes for rabbits because rabbits are much easier to manage and care for than, let's say, a large pig. Go figure.
In terms of individual homes, too.
Yeah. There's a lot more eligible homes for rabbits than there are for, let's say, Ferdinand, pigs, cows, all of those intensely farmed animals, of course. So, great question. Here, let's go with the next question. How many total animals do you have there? Oh, Andrea, you're going to take 71. This one too. You just nailed this one.
Yes,
71 residents call this place home. That's a real easy question to answer. Excuse me. When is Dan going back to his herd?
As soon as possible. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, when we do our weather report, we'll find out that the weather stays dry. Last week was extremely wet and too muddy to do integration. He is ready now. But it's up to the weather. We can't have a muddy integration or else there'd be a lot of injuries. So we're hoping this week.
Why does mud cause injuries, Andrea?
Because they're slipping and sliding and they can't defend themselves. So if another pig comes up and initiates a fight, then they might slip. They might not be able to fight back in the way that they usually do. Both pigs can get hurt. So we cannot have the mud. We can't have extreme heat. You can't have the middle of winter in case somebody gets kicked out at night. So
why extreme heat? It might not be obvious. It might be obvious to us, but it might not be obvious to everybody who's watching at home.
Yes.
Extreme heat because they are just exerting themselves right to exhaustion.
Yes.
And sometimes they will chase each other around the farm, across the land, and when you're fighting too, you are certainly exerting a lot of energy. So if it's super hot out,
and they're very prone to heat stroke, and that's very dangerous for them. So
dangerous.
Want to avoid that. So we're looking for the right conditions.
So we're looking for the right conditions for Captain Dan going back to his herd. He's of course pulled out right now because he had a hoof abscess. The next question, I saw a question. We're going to jump ahead. There it is. I have a question about the Magic Rainbow Bag with a hoof abscess. Is there an animal If the animal is not in pain, is it best for them to walk on it or stay off of it as much as possible until the abscess is healed? Thank you, Mary. It depends on the patient, really.
It really depends.
It depends on what they're feeling. It's hard to quantify how much pain the resident is in.
And usually abscesses are painful. They usually come with pain.
Yeah, absolutely. And the resident will dictate whether or not they want to be up on their feet, because if they're up on their feet and it's hurting, they're going to go, oh, well, that hurts, I'm going to lay down. But there is a pressure buildup, and I sometimes think that being up with pressure on it helps an abscess.
That's happened before with Dan.
Yeah.
It happened with Dan.
It can help it burst, and of
Get
course
it flowing.
relieve pressure and find its track out. That's a good sign when. I'll tell you a quick story. It was Dan into the magic trailer, and he was on his way to OVC with a mad abscess in his front foot, and he was limping, and it was hard to push him on the trailer. It took many hours, and we get to OVC, and he's standing there walks out like he's like, I am perfectly fine.
They're all ready to watch him
Look
walk
at me.
and take him in. Yep.
So the magic trailer definitely fixed that, because they're on their feet and they're bouncing and adds more pressure. So sometimes a magic trailer ride fixes hoof
right around
abscesses.
the block.
Yeah, right. We did that with the rat. I mean, it comes up all the time. I'm like, put them in the trailer and take them for a ride. Yeah, good question. Here we go. Do you know where ILT came from? Andrea, go for it.
I don't know. We're not sure where that disease came from on the property.
Right.
We're assuming it's probably the most recent intakes, but we cannot confirm exactly who the first person was.
Yeah.
And they only really test positive when there's a flare-up because it's herpes, so we can't really know exactly who has it. We just know there's cases in Bunnytown. And they'll have been exposed.
Yeah, they've all been exposed for sure. And ILT is a disease that will not go away. Right? Once they've been exposed to it, they have it, and they have to be treated as such for the rest of their life. So Bunnytown will be treated like an ILT positive zone, and there's a whole bunch of biosecurity measures and protocols that have to be in place in order to enter it and in order to leave it, and what happens to the collections that are inside of it, what happens to the laundry, what happens to the eggs, what happens to everything out there is underneath an ILT positive flock notice. Is Nancy ILT positive?
Nope. We have 2 coops that are negative, duck coop and Dolly's house, which is right behind us, and they're all negative.
Yeah, the duck coop. It's the perfect chance if you're just joining us. We're having the first ever Heaps Mother Day Rubber Ducky Derby. Get your ducks. Okay, sorry, Andrea. It's a habit of mine to interrupt whenever you say like a tag word. Yeah. I'm like, duck, goose. Okay, next question. I got lost here.
You jumped ahead.
I know, I did jump ahead. Does Corno live in the house more now? Yeah, did I read that right?
I think so.
Thank you, Shauna. Cornelius does not live in the house right now. This happened last year around this time during the HPAI, which is a highly pathogenic avian influenza. I did it! Celebrate the little things. HPAI, a deadly disease for birds. It's brought back from migrating birds from the south, and it can be detrimental to all birds. And yes, because of HPAI and the protocols needed to provide as much safety as we can and mitigate as much risk as we can, Cornelius has been moved back to Dolly's house, and he's fitting in wonderfully. The first couple days he was like, I'm just Cornelius and I'm not going to move very much.
Yeah, exactly
but now he's scooting all over the place. He's definitely friends with Ferdinand. They are coexisting together.
Shocked by that. I thought they were going to be enemies, and they got along immediately.
It is amazing how sometimes they fool us, right?
Yes. I try not to assume things, but I kind of assumed that they were going to fight, and they did not fight once.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We love that. I know that the audience at home is excited for Cornelius to be back with his bird friends. And Cooper. There's a rabbit in there. So the protocols within the coops is much tighter than it is what we're able to provide in the house for Cornelius. Such risks as human visitors in and out of the house. And chill was the big wild card. with relation to providing biosecurity in the house the way that they're able to provide biosecurity in the coops behind me. So Bill going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. We have a river. We definitely have migrating birds on the property.
Goes down there.
He goes down there, and there's also several cats that come inside the main farmhouse, which again, we can't control. I mean, we can control it, but it's this is our best way at control right now.
Very controlled space.
So yeah, thank you for that question about Cornelius. If you're unsure about what HPAI is, you can do a simple search. You can go online. In Canada right now, we have a lot of birds are infected with HPAI. 7.5 million birds in Canada right now have been affected by HPAI. It's a very scary number, and of course the government moves in with full eradication. I call it eradication. It's super irritating for me. They would euthanize everybody with the birds, as it relates to the birds. There has been cases where dogs have gotten avian bird flu. One died. Yep. Right? Pigs can carry avian influenza.
That's why everybody's really separate right now, locked down.
It's biosecurity measures. Although at the very surface it might seem like a very sad thing to happen, but you know, we're doing our absolute best that we can to make sure that Cornelius has all the friends and enrichment and visits, and it's something that we never want to do, but we're always prepared to do. Oh my gosh, it sounds like the swarm.
Closer.
It sounds like the swarm of grass cutters are
coming hard this morning.
Are coming closer. I'm going to play a video of something that you may have missed last week, and we'll catch up with you in the barn. We're going to change locations because the swarm of grass cutters is swarming in on us last week. Oh, I might not actually have it. Oh yes, there it is. Last week we had a special announcement about the birds in coop number 1, particularly Jesus and Joseph, and here is a quick video about what happened to them just recently. Maybe. Maybe not today. Let's see.
Why is it working?
I don't know. I'm touching it. There we go.
Need a sign, just to keep me going. I need a sign, just to keep me hoping. I need a sign.
Oh! I did not come through.
I was holding it.
Oh, Andrea!
We were running.
Oh,
we were running from Dolly's house, and I lost track.
That's okay.
There was a lot happening.
That's what we do for comments, actually. That's good. This time it was not me. Andrea had it. Andrea had it.
It's my first time.
You missed a really big
right
flatulence moment over here.
Somebody's very relaxed in stall 1.
Someone had a very wet fart next door. Jesus and Joseph has made their way to Glow Farm Animal Sanctuary, located in Manitoulin Island. That was something that we made a decision all together. The board of directors was involved, the caregivers, the maintenance personnel, and also the most important was Jesus and Joseph's veterinarian. Dr. Sarah, that helped us with that move all the way to Glow to follow Jesus and Joseph's journey. You can click back in time on this Facebook page to see the video of their transport to Glow, and then as well as the special announcement where you got to see, we checked in with the boys to see how they are doing at Glow. All right, so we're inside Heath's main barn. I hear something.
It is very busy, and this is like brand new out over the last week.
Yeah.
This just started.
Yeah, I don't know how much is picking up on the... Yeah, it has to be picking up.
You can see them too.
The barn is full of swallows right now, specifically the purple martins, and they are back, and they eat a lot of flies and a lot of pests. So we're happy to see them back in the barn. Let's head on down the hallway because there are a couple of residents that were in the barn that were not normally in here. All the way down. Oh, let's see. We got. It's a full barn today. What's up with Peggy, Andrea?
Lameness. We're trying to figure that out. We're going to put her on the Zinfro and find out.
So
Peggy's on dry stall as of this morning.
Peggy's on dry stall. I heard that on the walkie-talkie behind me. We have Escalade and BJ. And now Captain Dan. Who is a captain.
Big walkies earlier. Big walkies.
Good boy. It's so good to see you, buddy. So good to see you. And we've got Mama and Tim behind me.
They've been sleeping there for a few hours.
It is it's a full barn. Look at how handsome he is.
He's so cute.
Let's take another question from the rainbow bag before we have to go. Yeah, well, there it is. The rainbow bag. Oh, there's the rainbow bag. And the last question from the rainbow bag is, how much does Ricardo. I bet you it's Ricky. I bet you it's Enrique.
Off the top of my head, I don't know, but it's in the database.
Yeah, I would say he's like 12.
I would give him 12. I would give him 12. He gained a little bit over the winter. When he arrived, he was closer, a little bit lower, 11, maybe 10 and a half.
Okay.
He's gained a bit over the winter, but he's losing it because he's very active.
So yeah, that's Enrique. And I heard something too yesterday about Hercules.
Oh,
did you hear?
Yes, I heard.
Hercules
he reached his milestone.
He is now the biggest pig at Heath's.
It was kind of Dan, Sammy, Hercules. He is changing spots.
He is now the biggest pig. I think all of those osteo treatments gave him
a lot of confidence.
Definitely a confidence booster for him.
He is over 700 pounds now. Yes. So we're gonna get him to lose a little bit. He's a little bit over.
How much is Captain? Hey. Oh, how heavy is he?
300 kilos.
300 kilos. So
I know that off the top of my head because we just weighed him.
Aww. Captain, it's impolite to talk about weight on camera, isn't it? Folks, don't forget all about the Heath's Mother's Day Rubber Duck Derby. Make sure you get your numbered duck. If you don't have a numbered duck, don't worry. We're going to take care of that for you, and we're going to race those ducks down the river. Andrea's going to be in a canoe,
I will be there.
And I'll be in hip waders to make sure that all the ducks are behaving, and so that all the ducks are in a row, because that's the most important part of the whole duck race. Also, please don't forget about the Heath's online auction is running today. It started today, May the 8th. Oh my gosh, is today May the 8th already? Holy snap, it's May the 8th.
Barely noticed it was May.
It is May the 8th already. And there are some wonderful offerings that came in for the online auction. That's not me taking a pee. That's Captain Dan. Let's squish in.
I got distracted because Dan's peeing behind us.
So check out some of these items at the auction. It's Gladys. Check out those.
Those are amazing.
Right, some jewelry, all handmade, one-of-a-kind, original pieces. Head on over to the Heath's silent auction. The pieces that came in this year, there's actually an unprecedented amount of pieces that came in, and we had to reserve some of them for the Thanks Living auction. That's how many came in. There was just so much that we were able to take some and put it over for the
amazing.
Yeah, right. And the Thanks Living celebration is happening this year.
Yay!
It's in September 23rd this year. It's happening. So save the date. Make sure you mark that on your calendars and tickets. So we'll let you know when tickets become available for that. If you want to be the first in line, you have to be a monthly donor here. Monthly donors will always get front of the line access for as it relates to on-farm events. And then the next people in line, of course, would be those that sign up to the newsletter. So if you would like to be first in line, and we hope that you do, become a monthly donor out here for as little as $5 a month. That's a big difference around here. And when we have so many people that come together for $5 a month, it really has a big impact. So if you thought that your $5 donation per month was not enough, let me reassure you that $5 is absolutely celebrated around here. Oh, look at those legs splayed on Mr. Len.
Brian!
Did you see? Oh,
no,
wow.
I was looking at Brian.
So many wonderful pieces. Oh, I love that artist. I've seen them before. The necklaces, 3D necklace pieces, that bag. My dad made a centerpiece this year. My sister did a painting. This one right here, where it's stopping on just for a second. Watch this one. You're gonna want to watch this. It's it's gone. It's gone already. Oh, well. You'll have to check that one out because the amount of detail that went into that is it's exciting. I get excited about it for sure every time I see it. Some quilts and paintings, Captain Dan.
That's his classic look.
That is like the flap set to take off. Please head on over. There's a special Facebook page that's handling the auction. Heave Silent Auction. Head on over there. We hope that you will partake. Of course, all of the money that is raised goes to help out all the endeavors around here, which include feed, medical care, and shelter. My goodness, we did it.
We did it.
We did it. We had a wonderful time with everybody today. It's so great to see you, Sylvia and Claire and Doya. It's so good to see you all. We'll answer some of your questions next week on Barnside Chat. If we didn't get your question this week, please don't worry. It still remains in the queue for us to answer next week. I see so many questions. I want to keep on going into it, but there's we're out of time, friends. Thank you so much for tuning into Barnside Chat. My name is Derek.
My name's Andrea.
And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everyone.
All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.